I have a confession to make. I used to judge book people, for buying a bunch of books when they had a bunch of books on their shelves that were unread. I'm like, why are you buying more books when you have books on your shelf? I can clearly see a bunch of books on a bunch of different shelves that have not been read yet. Why are you buying more books? But then after a while, that became me. I get it now. I get it. There's just something about having books that makes me feel good. Before I get into the books that I purchased this week, I'm going to show you what I just finished reading and what I'm reading now. So my husband got me this for Christmas, Hidden Pictures by Jason Reculak. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but this was really good. Oh, I have a piece of paper. For a bookmark, I use whatever I have handy. If I have a napkin, a receipt, a notice from anywhere, I'll just use it as a receipt. So I read this on the plane. Was it on the plane? On the way, I started reading this on the way home from LA. So I had my Southwest Airlines napkin as a bookmark also. But this picture is really cool. It has a bunch of pictures in it, hence the name Hidden Pictures. It was really good. I don't want to say too much, but I'm not sure how good I am. I'm not that good at explaining a book without giving away spoilers, but this is a really good book. But at one point I kind of guessed a little bit about the twist, but still it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. So what I'm reading right now is another book that my husband got me for Christmas. He got me 3 books for Christmas. So I started reading this one, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday. And it's You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. This is my second Geneva Rose book. The first one was One of Us is Dead, and I really enjoyed that book. I was really nervous about this one because, see, this is my problem. I have a bad habit of checking reviews before purchasing a book. And I looked this one up and I saw that it had like 3-ish stars, like 3 point something stars, and the reviews weren't all that good. So I was a little nervous, but I said, you know what? He bought it for me. I'm not going to waste money. I'm going to read it. And so far, so good. I'm enjoying it. I'm only on page, I think it's like chapter 11. So like, yeah, I'm on chapter 11. The chapters are pretty short. I'm on page 66. So I'm gonna read some. I'm gonna try to head to the kids' school early today to try and get some reading in, and also a good parking spot because the parking at my kids' school is crazy. I'm horrible at giving book descriptions and telling, all that stuff. So you guys can just look it up online. Now for the book Elle. I'll do this one first. This is just one. Sorry for the brightness. I have to figure out my camera settings. I had reset it one day because something had happened, and now I don't even know how to get back to what I had, but I'll just research it and I'll figure it out soon. So I love thrillers. A good thriller, I just love it. I'm not really a romance girl, but every once in a while I'll do a little bit of romance. And I'm sorry you can hear a loud noise. They're doing something outside. So I was on TikTok and I found this one, The Good Lie by A.R. Torre. I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name. It's a thriller. I guess I'll go ahead and bite the bullet and read the back. Hopefully I don't stumble over my words or act as though I cannot read. Okay. It says, they're looking for the truth. They're hiding it too. Psychiatrist Dr. Gwen Moore is an expert on killers. She spent a decade treating California's most depraved predators and unlocking their motives. Predators much like the notorious Bloody Heart serial killer, whose latest teenage victim escaped and then identified local high school teacher Randall Thompson as his captor. The case against Thompson as the Bloody Heart killer is damning and closed, as far as Gwen and the media are concerned, if not for one new development. Defense attorney Robert Caven is a still traumatized father whose own son fell prey to the BH killer. Convinced of Thompson's innocence, he steps in to represent him. Now Robert wants Gwen to interview the accused, create a psych profile of the killer and his victims, and help clear his client's name. As Gwen and Robert As Gwen and Robert grow closer and she dives deeper into the investigation, grave questions arise. So does Gwen's suspicion that Robert is hiding something and that he might not be the only one with a secret. So the reviews on Amazon and TikTok are pretty good for this one. And I think I checked Goodreads too. After this purchase, I'm not going to read the reviews. I'm not going to read reviews anymore. I'm going to try not to read reviews because most of the times, my opinion on a book is completely different from someone else's. So I may like a book and the other person who rated the book 2 stars might not have liked it for some reason or whatever, but I might like it. So I need to stop looking at reviews. Okay, next package. Okay, and this one has 3 books in it. The next one is another A.R. Torre book, Every Last Secret. This one also had really good reviews on Amazon, Goodreads, and TikTok. All she wants is the good life. Right now, it belongs to someone else, but not for long. Kat Winthorpe has worked hard to get what she has: a gorgeous home, social standing, and William, her successful, handsome husband. Then a friendly new couple moves into the estate next door. While cautious, a good neighbor like Kat greets them with open arms and warm hospitality. Nina Ryder isn't a fellow lady of leisure, a life coach with off-the-rack dresses, personal issues, and a husband who hasn't delivered. She's anxious to move up in the world. This beautiful new town is a step in the right direction. It's also making Nina aware of what she doesn't have, namely William. When Nina's infatuation escalates into obsession, it's just a matter of eliminating a few obstacles to get the life she wants, the life next door. As Nina's secret fixation grows, so does her friendship with Kat. But beneath their cordial interactions is a wealth of temptations, secrets, and toxic jealousy. For both women, the desire for a perfect life can turn perfectly dangerous. So this one sounds pretty good. Do you also smell your books? Comment down below if you love to smell books. Smell the pages of the books. This one smells pretty good. This is so weird. I'm sorry. I know this is relatable. This was a little more floppy than the other one, than this one. Yeah. How many pages is this one? This one has about 290 pages. And this one has about 245 pages. So maybe that's fine. And then next I got After I Do. Oh gosh. Okay. Next up I got After I Do. This is my first Taylor Jenkins Reid book. I was never like interested in getting her other books, like the popular ones that were like really viral. Well, popular, viral, whatever, same thing. Like Daisy Jones and Six and Malibu Rising, but I think I do want to read. I am interested in reading the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I am interested in reading that one. Okay, so this one's called After I Do. When Lauren and Ryan's marriage reaches the breaking point, they come up with an unconventional plan. They decide to take a year off in the hope of finding a way to fall in love again. 1 year apart, and only one rule: they cannot contact each other. Aside from that, anything goes. Lauren embarks on a journey of self-discovery, quickly finding that her friends and family have their own ideas about the meaning of marriage. These influences, as well as her own healing process and the challenge of living apart from Ryan, begin to change Lauren's ideas about monogamy and marriage. She starts to question when you can have romance without fidelity and commitment. She starts to question when you can have romance without fidelity and commitment without marriage. When love and lust are no longer tied together, what do you value? What are you willing to fight for? This is a love story about what happens when the love fades. It's about staying in love, seizing love, forsaking love, and committing to love with everything you've got. And above all, After I Do is the story of a couple caught up in an old game and searching for a new road to happily ever after. So I'm excited about this one. The pages on this one are like different. This one is 334 pages. You can't even see it, but the cover is pretty, really pretty. And last but not least, this book I was influenced by Shaughnessy and Alex. This book, they talk about this book like it's the best thing since sliced bread. And like I said, I'm not a romance girl, but the way that they talk about this book made me, oh, and also Joyce Wesley, she also convinced me to read this book. They all talk about this book as though it is the book to read. And with Valentine's Day coming up, and also Black History Month coming up, I thought, why not read Only for the Week? Like I said, I'm not really a romance girl, but they got me with this one. You are cordially invited to the wedding of Amory Cross and Arnold Hightower. And now a toast from the maid of honor, Janelle Cross. Hi everyone, thank you for being here. Some of you may know me as the sister of the bride. Some of you may know me as the ex-girlfriend of the groom. But I'm willing to bet none of you know me as the woman secretly sleeping with the best man. I am. I know. I'm just as surprised as you. It was only supposed to be for the week, but every kiss, adventure, and stolen moment with Rome Martin feels like it could last forever. Oh well, what happens in Tulum stays in Tulum, right? So I'm really excited about this one because I've heard so much about it. And this one seems like it's a little bit short. Pictures in here? Oh, this one has pictures too. Cool, cool. And this one has... Are you ever nervous about checking the pages, the amount of pages in a book? Are you ever like afraid that you'll see like a spoiler for yourself? But this one has 218 pages in this one, so not bad at all. How many pages is in this Geneva Rose book? There are about 280 pages in this one. I don't want to spoil it for myself, but yeah, about 280 pages in this one. Out of the 4 of these books, let's see which one's the longest. This one's 2 something. This one is 319. Let's see. So After I Do, the After I Do book is the longest out of the books that I've bought, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to read Only for the Week next because I just want to see what's so good about it. I keep hearing about Rome. What's his name? Rome Martin. I keep hearing about him. He's going to have me side-eyeing my husband, but I'm excited about reading it. And yes, I hope you all enjoyed this video. And yes, from now on, I will not judge anyone else in the book community for the amount of books that they purchase while having unread books on their shelves. And also, I'm going to stop looking at reviews for books. I'm just going to purchase the books. If I think it sounds interesting, I'm going to purchase it. And if you haven't done so already, I challenge you to do the same. Don't judge a book by its cover or by its reviews. Well, sometimes judge it by the cover. Sometimes the covers do, give a little hint as to whether that's going to be good. I challenge you to not judge a book by its reviews on TikTok, Amazon, Goodreads, or wherever. Just take a chance and read the book. But yeah, that's it for this. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.